Welcome to Eclipse Yourself. Just some short videos to give you a feel for how the app works. So in this video, I'm just going to explain the Today page and some of the main functions. So you can see when I first load up the app, it's analyzing my three main metrics of activity, readiness and recovery against all my baselines that are there. Anything that you see out of balance, it will come out of the eclipse. So the aim is to create a total eclipse each day where I'm not seeing any out of balance items come out. So in this case, my recovery is something I need to focus on. But the same, if my activity was out of balance, then that would show out of eclipse, or my readiness would also be coming out over here. So the gauges down here, each of these gauges reflect the balance that's happening. So you can see the white needle with my activity. That means I'm pretty much right in the middle at the moment. My white needle on my recovery gauge is far to the left, and also my readiness, while it's in balance, it's also a bit far to the left at the moment. I can tap on any of these gauges to drill in. So you'll see this is my activity road to success, and I'll explain all this in a lot more detail in the activity video. I can tap on the recovery gauge. This goes into my peak recovery metrics, and also readiness. I can tap on that and see my readiness sunrise. Right, I'm just going to work down the page here. So what we have next is today's activity. So this is a 24-hour snapshot of how my activity is going with my balance. So we've got a mini view of our activity road to success. You can see today the red line, that's where I am at this current moment. I've burnt 720 calories. I've done a workout which was 533. My average Monday, so it's Monday today, and all the Mondays over the last 6 months of data that I have in Eclipse, it's telling me that my usual Monday I burn 1008 calories. I can also set a goal, and goals we use by, you can set a goal against a particular day. So I might say, yep, I actually want to do an optional goal against yesterday. Yesterday I burnt that many calories, and it adds another line that goes in. So once again, this is very much a micro view, and if I tap on the road, you'll see that road there is actually reflecting everything that's happening in this dot for today. So yeah, it's just it's an indicator for how you're actually tracking on this day, but there's a bigger picture in terms of your trends that you can drill into. I can drill into maintaining here, so it's telling me I'm currently maintaining on my road to success. Lots of more information here on what it actually is and how you track your activity. Here I've got my recent workouts that come through, so quick pie graph showing what percent of my calories or energy expenditure is being allocated to certain activities. I can swipe across here and see what we call quad graphs for each of my activities. So I'll drill into running here. You can see with this red dot, this is comparing my current run that I just did this morning against all these white dots, which is the last 6 months. Lots of really cool information there, and I can drill in and get more details, and I can change things here to compare how that run was against other runs. If I scroll down, I'll see a snapshot for today's recovery. This looks at all my key sleep metrics. We've got 6 in total that we're using here to combine into an overall rating. So the higher this little yellow dot climbs the peak of the mountain, the better my recovery is. So I'm pretty much on par today, maybe a little bit slightly low. And once again, we can tap on learn more, and this will give me a breakdown of how the formula is used, and it will show me what's adding well for me in terms of my recovery, and what's not so well for me. And this is available each time you wake up after recording sort of the sleep data that comes through of recovery. Keep working my way down. So I've got today's recovery. So this is, we reflect this in a sunrise. So the higher the sun here in the middle is, higher in the sky, the better your readiness is for today, which is all about sort of your physical and mental sort of preparedness for the day ahead. You can see the metrics that we're using to give an overall readiness rating, and similar to recovery, I can tap on learn more, and I can actually investigate what's adding well and what's working against me for my readiness. We can keep working down here, and we have orbit views. So orbit views are split into two. We have a daily orbit, and then we also have a 7-day trends orbit. And these are all about comparing each of those readiness, activity, and recovery metrics against each other. So you can start to get a bit more information on, if you're increasing your training and you want to keep your recovery or your readiness up. These are really good ones to go and investigate. That's pretty much the Today page. You'll see a floating inbox in the top right corner here. Once again, we'll go over this in another video, but this is where I can add extra context to my workouts, or I can put in sort of daily wellness surveys that go through. But that's the Today page for Eclipse Yourself.